The word Buddha primarily signifies this meaning, an enlightened being. People think just because you use the word Buddha, that means some type of just deity or God or something like that. Only thing Buddha, the black Buddha, he was a black um, hit Israelite at that. It represent they was black Israelites and they represented Christ, enlightened beings. But through the downfall of Calagasta, Dalagasta, Baal, um, Sidon, which is Calagasta, Marduk, and all the other fallen that don't want the truth. They want to have nothing to do with after falling against the living God. A continuing lie after lie changing. And this didn't get changed thousands of years ago. All this stuff started changing only mere less than 1,000 years ago, even if it was that long. This haven't been like this from the time of Atlantis when it got started 400,000 years ago. Uh, it was Atlantis, Lemuria, Mu. It was all type of continents that had great civilizations. A lot of them was different. It was a lot of black. And I ain't trying to be racist for anything out the way, but the truth got to be taught. So it was tropical lands, and all that it was different other beings down here, midway creatures, angels that are come back and forth doing their job. But after the fall, 200,000 years ago, this turned into a nightmare because the wicked one wanted to own and and deceive all because they knew that their eternal gist among themselves was over by falling and unplugging themselves from the material or wealth of the energy that made all. So the word Buddha, if you're looking at these pictures, they are authentic. They got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. This is authentic. They were black Israelites and on the mean enlightened beings or awakening ones. They ain't got nothing to do with religion. They made it. The people that's over it now, the foreigner looking like the yellow looking people, they got it as they changed everything, just like Egypt, yellow looking or whatever the skin type. The original Egyptians was dark skinned, brown skinned. They were different shades of brown, dark, black. Israelites were completely abolished. The real black 12 tribes is right, completely abolished into Caucasian looking whites. The whole world just through the fall has been deceived greatly. And the time has come. The time has come, and no one has authority over the one true universal source of one intelligent consciousness. He wrote it into prophecy. He said in prophecy, and he did it in prophecy, and it's recorded that it must take place. No one or nothing can stop it. Yes, they have destroyed and got rid of hundreds of millions of thousands since the days of Atlantis, trying to take this earth, silencing, silencing, silencing. But that is not what gave you time. What gave you time was the mercy of Christ Michael that gave you time to repent, because this is his universe, remember? That's why he suffered and went through 7 bestowers 150 million years apart. Can you imagine? 150 million years apart. That was Christ Michael Bestower. And he is now over 10 million inhabited worlds. But these pictures, they were Israelite, just like they was all over the whole. Really, when Atlantis was destroyed, that's when a lot of the Israelites, black dark Israelites, started going to the different countries. We was also scattered by our Father that's in heaven because of disobedience of our people. But black Israelites had went into different areas all over the world after Atlantis was destroyed. We was called the 12 Gates of Atlanteans. We been called different names 7 times. This is the last one, the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. This time, what gonna happen is, it's the last time for everyone. Harvest is here. Christ said, so I'm gonna wake Christ Michael, spoke, and he is, like I said, God of his universe this day. He is God of this world. There is no such thing as no one or nothing that's over this world but him, because he allowed them to have time. Nobody owned Gaia. She is a living being. You can't own her no way. But the things that has happened is vast. They have taught fairy tale galore, fairy tale fetish, fairy tale play book, fairy tale make it believe, changing all the characters. The character was one race, and they changed the whole narrative in color, all the characters. I don't have nothing to do with being a hateful person. I don't have anything to do with being resentful. I don't have anything to do with being manipulative. I don't have anything to do with want to be seen as anything. I only do one thing, and that is I and my Father is one, and I do his will. There's no other word that I can put. There's no language. There's no excuse. There's no answer but one. I and my Father is one, and I am here to do what he asked me to do millions of years ago, and I am here to do it. I am not against any race. I am not against anyone. So ain't no need of you looking in no type of directions thinking that I will do anything to you, because you have done it to yourself. Don't nobody have to do anything, because all has done judgment and wrote their own judgment, the moon says. So there's nothing that I want most, but to help guide the 12 tribes of the children of black Negro Israelites back to the enlightenment of the universal Father, the one living creator of creation. That's all that's my job. I'm doing the best I can down here. This thing is some type of messed up, but the living God, he know what he doing. The sun, all the different gamma rays and stuff that's coming supposed to be help enlighten our brain, mind to who we really are. That is true. But this whole thing, don't nobody want the end of this mess, bad as it is on this earth. They just want to continue because they don't want to give it up. It's suffering and midst suffering here. And humanity been lied to, and humanity have breeded those lies. And it's time for the truth. So, like I said, the word Buddha, these people was Israelite, black, Hebrew, Israelites. That's what they were. You can look it up, you can read it, you can study, you can seek, you could do it all. No, I'm not making anything up. It's time for the great awakening like no other. On a word, Buddha, don't forget, means enlightened one. You don't have to think of this as a religion. Don't ever forget that Buddha, the one person that was called that, which is Christ Michael, was a black man. Don't ever forget it. And it only means enlightened one. It refers to an individual who has achieved enlightenment. That's what it means. Gain profound understanding of the nature of reality and broken free from the cycle of suffering. I'll be glad to break free from this fairy tale, made up, well, happy-go-lucky fruit loop, fruited tooted, a design from the fallen. The word can also refer to a hysterical name as well, but it all has to do with the great awakening. Buddha was the same as Christ Michael. They were black Israelites. He was black Israelite. Christ went to India, and the Indian, I mean, they're not Indian. India people was dark-skinned people, but now they still dark-skinned with some type of straight hair, but they are not the same. Hebrews life they was back then. So, as an individual, this Buddha mean enlightenment. Stop looking at the word like it's some type of infection. It's not. It's just a word. That they have lied and pretend and worship. You don't supposed to put nothing and no God, no nothing before the one true God. That's the problem. They made religion and gods out of this stuff. And it was not supposed to be done that way. But through the fall, that's why it happened. So this is a person who achieved a state of profound understanding and realization of the true nature of existence. If you find out the true nature of existence, find out all this shenanigan, all this made-up fairy tale lies from going around all this time, there's no God above the one God. He has some sons of the Most High, daughters, and midway creatures, angels, and all these other beings that fell against him. That's what this whole thing is about. But the time is finishing up. Oh, the time is no more. And great judgment has been rendered. Buddha individuals, again, Buddhas,